Sure. Oh, so this would have been for the all kill run. If we had decided to kill Raven, we could have read this note and gotten the name Renford from it. And then that would have progressed our main quest. Interesting. Interesting.
How may I help you?
Elven hunter's bow, some dragon skin leather, and a really nice ring. Okay, I can take all of my arrows. Nice. And we'll start looking for some gear for her. Okay, let's go to... Man, we got a party, boys. We got a party. Look at that. Badass. Let's go to Toronto real quick, and we're going to see if we can buy some gear. We got a couple people that need some gear, and I got lots of money burning holes in my pockets, so let's go see if we can get some stuff. Mally Burby says, how's your sick kid doing? I have two kids. Rowan, who's 2.5, and then Kai is 8 months. And unfortunately, both of them have runny noses right now. Rowan is kind of getting over it. Kai is in the middle of it. But to answer your question, I'm actually going to be leaving at 2 today. I'm going to be playing this for about another hour, hour and a half. And then we're going to switch over to VLR for a couple hours. And then my wife has asked for me to jump off at 2 so I can give her a break from taking care of the kids. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to jump off and help. But that's how they are. They're still a little bit sick. Kai is at the still sniffling phase, and Rowan is at the blowing fun colors out of his nose phase, which is actually good, because that means it's moving through his system. And Lane is a little sniffly, too, unfortunately. VLR is Virtue's Last Reward. Yep. Virtue's Last Reward. I am very much looking forward to trying it today. Heard many, many good things. You're next then, says Rosin. I might be. I really hope that it's gonna leapfrog me. I almost always get hit with viruses when my kids get them, but it usually takes me a couple days to manifest symptoms. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay. Whoa. Minute plate mail of regeneration? Nani? Well, that sounds cool. Okay, I'm gonna get these for sure. Helm of Light for sure. No better bow here. Okay. I think that's all we're gonna get from here, unfortunately. Okay. So let's go to... we'll give you the pants and this. Yep. Okay, he's kitted out a little bit better now. Now, do you even... What do? Do you have any skills at all? You've got a little bit of melee. Oh. Oh, because you're a dwarf. That's right. I think he mostly casts spells, but... Do we still have that staff? Or did I sell it? I do still have it. Let's see about giving him this. It's a really, really fast staff. At least he's got something, right? Okay. Go this way. Creep armor. Galim's helm. That could be good. Buy that. We'll buy a Dorian amulet. And the faded ring. Dude, we just spent like 10,000 gold. Awesome. Awesome. I've been needing to spend money for a while. I think I'm gonna wear the Dorian amulet myself. Yeah. Oh, we gotta get this identified. We also need to sell. So let's do all of that here in a sec. Is there anything else you have that I want? Not right now. Okay. Let's go identify this robe, and then we're going to go do a big sell, and may need to bank a little bit. and then we'll keep going with the main story. We'll go back to the Punari Temple. Oh, by the way, guys, for VLR, I definitely will. I don't think we'll be doing any all-day streams of VLR. So if you're not a visual novel guy, don't worry. I'll have some other stuff on the channel too. Arcanum, we're kind of getting. We're not done with Arcanum for sure, but we are kind of closing in on Arcanum. So we'll probably be doing Arcanum and VLR streams for the next few days and kind of getting that shaken out. And then as soon as we're done with Arcanum, we're going to start talking about the next game I'm going to be playing, which I don't know what it is yet. Might start a campaign in BattleTech. Might start our DOS 2 run. I think there were a couple other games that I was talking about doing. Maybe even take a look at something like Coder. We'll have to see. The only other kind of big releases we have are Phoenix Point and MechWarrior 5. So, Bass 50 says Baldur's Gate. We're going to be doing Baldur's Gate as we get closer to Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, we're going to do those a lot closer. Planescape Torment Cthulhu Piss, I'm going to wait a little bit because this game has a lot of reading, and I don't really want to do big reading games back to back. But we definitely... Planescape Torment is kind of... Now that Arcanum is actually happening, Planescape Torment will actually happen as well. So... is MechWarrior 5 still co-op? I'm in, if so, for stream. Maybe. Yeah, dude, I've got some awesome controllers for MechWarrior 5. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Did I show off the necklace from Star Wars yet? Cut and run, this is it. Right here. This is what the necklace is. Like, if you look at the chick in Star Wars, she has a necklace that looks very similar to that one. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Please be good. Shadowing Rogues. Nah, we're gonna sell them. Okay. Can I sell these to her? Yeah, I'm gonna sell the health potions. Oh, the faded ring. I gotta put the faded ring on somebody. Let's put that on you. That's good, right? Yeah, you're good. All right, let's go sell this stuff. Didn't Co already play through DOS 2? Elifrose, I played through DOS 2 when it came out. Literally day one. And we did a 100% run of DOS 2 in the first week. Now here's the problem. Since that time, there have been over 2,500 bug fixes, over 500 additions, and a definitive edition has been released. Now, if you remember the end of our DOS 2 playthrough, it bugged. In fact, the entire last section of our DOS 2 run bugged. And what I mean when I say that is, the last fight had characters in it that weren't supposed to be there, that influenced the ending. Our ending had things happen in it that I never did. So basically, as DOS 2 was, funny enough, my game of the year that year, I definitely want to play it again. I want to play it again with a different build, with different characters, and I want to see all the fixes and changes that they put in since I played it. So I'm due for another DOS 2 run. And I'm actually very excited to return to it. DOS 2 is Divinity Original Sin 2. It is an awesome game. I loved my first playthrough, and honestly, I can't wait to return to it. Our first playthrough is basically a physical damage-centric run. Our next playthrough is going to be a magic damage-centric run. Yep. Like magic all over the place. It's going to be nuts. Okay. Are we doing mods of vanilla? Vanilla. Yeah, I generally do vanilla for my big playthroughs. Boop. I mean, maybe like a few, you know, quality of life mods, but we're not going to put in any like game-changing mods or anything. I think I want to save this Caledon armor. Do I want? Nah, you know what? I'll sell it. I'll sell it. It's fine. I can always come back here and buy it. Hey, BD Saint. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really talk about some people about our run in that game, because honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of lost in terms of a magic playthrough. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming I still need a tank with a magic playthrough, but then how does that work? Is there a magic tank? Like, I'll have to figure all this out. It's gonna be wild. We're basically gonna have to like relearn the game. Hey, Durfla678, thank you for your Prime sub, dude. Big thanks to everyone dropping their free Prime sub here, especially those that are re-upping, because you have to reapply your Prime sub every 30 days. Big thanks to everyone that's been doing that. Notice we've gotten a lot of Prime subs today. Also, anniversaries. We've got Orion Demon with the 4 years today, Angel Sparker with the 3 years today, Leezy, White Goat, Brad W, and Kenfer with the 2 years, Messica, Toronto Art Director, Dingle Dangle, and Axoneth, all celebrating their 1 year anniversary today. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Metamorph Tank is good, plus Summoner character. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Yeah, what I'm going to do is we're going to be doing a Tactician run. So I would really like to do... Let's actually advance time a day and go check those vendors again before we go. I want to do a full magic party, and I know we're going to be mostly, I'm guessing mostly casters, but then a really good tank, and yeah, we'll have to kind of puzzle through this together. Because yeah, I have no, with the physical one, it was kind of easy because you had entire classes that were based around it. Rogue, no brainer. Archer, no brainer. Like those were incredibly strong classes. So our physical run was super good, but Magic is going to be a lot different. Like I don't. The only thing I can think of for Magic is caster, and I mean, is that what we're going to do? I mean, I know we're going to have summoners, because I really enjoyed my summoner when I played it. So we'll have summon, maybe even 2 summoners. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I want to give Ko my Prime sub forever, but man, there's so many small-time streamers out there that I feel guilty about not supporting. Sully, dude, that's totally cool. Don't. I mean, my sub community is extremely good to be, my man. If you want to support smaller streamers with your sub, that is totally fine. And don't ever forget, you're always a member of our community, sub or not. So don't ever be worried about that kind of stuff, my dude. It's all gravy. Light-fingered gun. Oh, elven boots. I don't want those. You need a... What do we need still? I need gloves, really. Let's buy more arrows for our girl, too. I want her to have all the arrows. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna have to get her a better bow. There we go. You now have 250 arrows. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's go. Now we're going back to Caledon. Yep. Oh, wait. No. Let's go talk to Gilbert Bates first. Let's go talk to Bates first and kind of fill him in. Maybe there'll be new stuff there. Maybe there won't. Let's go take a look while we're here. Mally Boobarby. Hey, cool. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Good luck with your husband and getting an affiliate. Excellent. I'm hoping that Ko plays a pre-made character in DOS 2. Oh no, I'm not going to, Ninchaka, but I don't need to because there's 6 pre-made characters. We did 3 in our first run and we'll do 3 in our next run. So between the 2 runs, we'll have covered all of them. Yeah, we're gonna do all the other characters this next round.
You have returned. Tell me, what news?
The Black Mountain Clan was banished to the Void by the Dark Elves.
It can't be. What possible purpose could that have served?
The Dark Elves have been waiting for any excuse to banish the dwarves.
But why?
Tell them the whole story.
And to think my life has been conducted under the shadow of guilt for no reason, save it fit the heinous machinations of the Dark Elves. I must think on this. But here, please take these coins for all your troubles.
You are most generous.
You have returned. Tell me.
Okay. I think he just gave us like 3,000 gold, which is kind of obscene. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Down to Caledon. Time to keep moving. Bank and sell. Oh, we already did. Yeah, I got almost all the stuff off me that I wanted to. So we've got, yeah, we're good. We're good. We've got a few things left to sell, but our inventory is sitting pretty right now. We've got like 3 more characters to haul stuff around for us now too. Ah, yes. Misfeet, I don't know what the Larian gift bags are. We'll talk more about that as we get closer. I don't even know what that means yet. Yeah. Chat really wants the DOS 2 run. I really want the DOS 2 run. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it, man. I'm really excited for it. Do I hoard items in all the games I play? Generally. But here's the good news. When I played my first DOS 2 run, I said that I was going to use as many items as I could, and I didn't really. But now that I know how long the game is and kind of how it works, I'm going to do my absolute damnedest to use all of the items in our next DOS 2 run. Like potions before every boss fight and scrolls and like all that stuff. We're just going to go ham. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Wait! Do you see that man? The one at the front of the temple?
Yeah, who's that?
That's Alexander, first acolyte of the Panari Church.
I know, good joke. I know.
I'd actually lay eyes on him.
What about him?
The man's a living legend. Joaquin used to tell me stories about him. Not a nobler soul in all of Arcanum, it said. And he's a skilled warrior as well. Not the sort you want to tangle with.
Cool. I didn't realize he was a warrior. That's kind of badass. Okay, let's keep moving. Hello, and who might you be? The old man in front of you is a wizened old gnome with wildish gray hair and a beard that's 3 days grown. He looks up at you, grinning toothlessly. Call me Hadrian, acolyte of the Pinari and the local expert on church archaeology. How might I help you today? And he's got a weird accent. Where'd that come from? Can I speak with you a moment? Certainly. Let's talk about your work. What would you like to know? Tell me about some of the objects you have here. Which one would you like to know about? Why do you have a skeleton's finger? That is the finger of Saint Mannix. Why? Legend tells of a time when Saint Mannix had been captured by barbarians. They were plundering the surrounding countryside and were holding Mannix for ransom. He told his people to refuse, so the barbarians threatened to cut off one of his fingers if he didn't comply. Mannix calmly picked up a knife and told them there would be no ransom and cut it off himself. Okay, sounds like a hard man. Yep, he was when he needed to be. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Tell me about the... Are any for sale? Wait, what? Weird. No, these are priceless church artifacts. I couldn't part with them for worldly riches. Okay. What do you know about the remains of Nisrudin? The remains of Nisrudin? What would you like to know about them? Where are they? They're housed in the old catacombs beneath the temple. The first acolyte, Alexander, can direct you there if you have problems finding it. Have you seen them? His brow furrows. No, and I'd do anything to see those old bones of his. There's so many questions I could answer if I could only have a look at them. When he died, how he died. I want to know if his skeletal structure is the same as common elves, or if his prolonged use of powerful magics changed him somehow. So many questions, and I've never been able to see them. But Hadrian, you're the church archaeologist. Surely you... Yes, you'd think so, wouldn't you, young man? He raises from his seat, gesticulating to and fro. Such great words in this game. I mean, when the elders need... when the elders need someone to go digging in the dank caves of the Vangelian deeps, who do they call upon? Or if some poor fool comes across a tomb sealed with a Gorgothian blood curse, ring the bell for old Hadrian. But why won't they let you see the remains, Hadrian? I have no idea. He throws his hands up in the air, upending a stack of papers and what looks to be a cup of dark ale. They speak of desecration and sacrilege, but... He lowers his voice, leading closer. The man is dead. D-E-A-D. I respect and cherish Nasruddin for what he taught us more than anyone, but I hardly think he'd be upset if I chipped a piece of bone from his earthly shell. I see your point. I myself would love to have a look at them. Really? His face brightens. Are you a fellow archaeologist, my friend? No, but it's a long story. Now wait, is this the guy that we want to tell or don't want to tell? One of them they said we could tell, and one of them they said not to. Don't tell him. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm strictly freelance, of course. Yeah, nice try, chat. Yes, he considers you a moment, measuring your words. You do seem to have that particular look about you. Probably a little dirt under those fingernails, eh? Well met! And what interest do you have in the remains of Nasruddin? I'm thinking of converting, but I need a little proof. He looks at you, winking. I understand, my friend. Faith is a wonderful thing, especially when you're backed up by some good, hard evidence. He laughs, rummaging around on his desk. Oh man, this guy speaks to my soul. I've made a few notes over the years about the sarcophagus. Here we are. What do you know, Hadrian? Let's see. Standard information. The stone is of the local area, and there are elven characters naming it as the final resting place of Nesrudin. The design is Old Elven, consistent with the latter end of the Age of Legends. Rune work is exquisite, although perhaps a bit overdone in my opinion. Of course, I'm more of a conservative. But you've never seen inside, has anyone? As far as I know, no one has ever broken the seal on the sarcophagus. Interesting. I'd really like to see what's in there, Hadrian. Leans in closer, indicating you do the same. Just how much do you want to see them, my friend? Very much. I see. Look, I'm an important member of the church. My face is well known. I can't exactly be rummaging around and defacing sacred church artifacts. But were I to have an accomplice, we might be able to get in and get out without anyone being the wiser. I'm listening to those footsteps. The tomb lies within the old catacombs, and the entrance to the burial room is well guarded. But about a year ago, I was perusing the pages of our ancient texts, and within the pages I found an old illustration of the catacombs drawn by the first keeper of the crypt, apparently for his own use in navigating them. What does it show? All of the connecting passages into the burial room were walled off soon after the discovery, all except for one. There's a passageway which comes up through the floor, and it's so well hidden in the stonework that it's been missed for all those years. I've shared this information with no one. You and I are the only living souls who know of its existence. I think I see your plan. Good. Here's what needs to be done. Enter the sewer through the grating just in front of the temple. When you've entered, you will see a small room. There's a crack in the wall. It leads to the old catacombs beneath the temple. Enter them. And then you'll find yourself in a passageway. When it comes to an end, you will see a door in the wall. Speak the word Crimstone to it, and it will open for you. Through the door is a passage that leads to a staircase. That staircase leads to the tomb of Nasrudin. Is there anything else I need to know? Once you've entered the catacombs, you will see adjoining passages as well. Do not enter them. They're full of dark spirits and other creatures. If you wish to avoid them, go straight through the door and up into the burial room. Oh, you mean those guys that I killed? I remember that. Thank you, Hadrian. Turn to me with whatever you find. If possible, bring me a piece of the skeleton. I'd enjoy being able to finally get a look at it. Together, we'll see what old Nasrudin has to tell us. Okay. Well, damn. That was a lot. Okay. Should we talk to this guy too, I guess? Let's see what he has to say. Somebody said, use the other dialogue for the finger. What's the black gem? The Eye of Krakator. It's beautiful. No, I mean, it really is the Eye of Krakator. When the council was banishing him, he put up quite a struggle. Somehow the monster's eye got put out, and someone found it as if they were cleaning up. Dreadful creature, Krakator was. If you ask Alexander about who's been banished over the years, he'll tell you the story. Thank you. Why? Who is Saint Manix? Why is the finger here? Sounds like a hard man. I don't seem to be able to get a quest here. Ooh. Talk about your work. Sale. Yeah, I don't see it. Stomp. Let's see what this guy has to say. Greetings, and who are you? A pair of thin gold spectacles lies across his nose. His features are delicate, but his eyes belie a strength of body and character. I am Wilhelm Gunther Wilhelm. What do you do? Church historian. Okay. Tell me of your work. What are you currently working on? Currently, I'm doing some research of an older translation of the Archaean. What is the Archaean? Collection of teachings and prophecies for the Panari religion. We know about that. It's like their Bible. You said something about discrepancies. There are a few differences in some of the passages that I found in the earlier copy. I'll give you an example. The Archaean we read today refers to the order as a Panari. The word Panari in the Old Tongue means light servant or follower. But in this older copy I'm studying, we are referred to as Pan Renes, which means defenders of the gate. Anything else? The statue in the courtyard, who is that? Saint Manix. Why was he made a saint? He was the only person reputedly to have ascended. That is, the spirit of Nasrudin appeared and took his body directly from this plane to the next. You said reputedly? There is no doubt in my mind that Manix was a very holy man. My belief in an inconclusive set of circumstances does not invalidate that fact, regardless of how they might reflect in my own faith. Were there eyewitnesses to the event? There were 2 eyewitnesses to the ascension of Maddox. One was an elf named Randar, and the other, what was his name? Kanhua. Their accounts of the incident were exactly the same, and both were beautifully written. Okay. Something about Alexander? What do you mean? What does Alexander have to do with him? You haven't heard? He almost never speaks of it. The man has enough humility for all of us. Alexander is a direct descendant of Mannix. His family has held the position of the first acolyte for the last 1,500 years. So he was the first acolyte, spiritual leader, and a warlord. He left us for 10 years and studied with some of the most feared and respected masters in several combat disciplines. Whoa. So he's a skilled warrior. There's not a more dangerous man in all of Caledon, and he's very well versed in 2 or 3 of the magic colleges. Damn, dude. He's like the ultimate mage, or mage warrior. That's awesome. Anything else from you? What do you know about the remains? You think they're authentic? To tell you the truth, I really don't know. The church records say you discovered them? Kanhua, the person who witnessed the ascension. Interesting. Do you find that strange that the same person that watched Mannix ascend also found the remains of, you know, your elder bleeder guy? Okay, now this guy I can tell him about, right? You're telling me that you are the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr blimp crash? Yes. I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you for a long time, you know. The rumors abound. We've heard you might come calling. I'm so very glad you decided to put your trust in me. Thank you. I need to see those remains. Listen, my friend, not everyone here is sympathetic to your cause. Hadrian the Archaeologist is the one who you need to speak with, but be very careful. Okay. Okay. Great. So he didn't actually tell us anything, but he reiterated, do not tell that dude about where you come from. So we already talked to him. We didn't tell him where we came from. And now we're going to go into the tomb. What we can do. What's this game called? This game is called Arcanum Chain Footstep Simulator. Yes. That's the colon after the name. Yep. Extra large double. So you and I are about the same age. However, when I was about 27, 28, I found most of my passion for games just vanished. I still love games and love watching them, but man, I cannot get myself to play them. I started streaming to get myself to play more games, and that's been fun. I was wondering if you ever experienced anything like this. I'm 34 now, and the passion just isn't coming back. Well, extra large, I gotta be honest with you, dude. I have had that happen with many other things in my life, but gaming wasn't one of them. When that has happened for me with various other things, I've done pretty much exactly what you have. I take a break, I take some steps back, and I do something else until it comes back. Now, thankfully for me, gaming, there have been times in my life where gaming has kind of not been my focus. But 9 times out of 10, that's just because there's nothing really interesting out I want to do, or nothing I really want to play at the time. Then something will come out and I'll dive into that for a while. But yeah, the thing I kind of want to stress though is gaming is escapism. It's a release. It's like reading or watching Netflix or movies and stuff. If you don't want to do it, don't force yourself to do it. It's never good if you try to like force yourself to enjoy yourself. Best thing I can say is try something else. Just put it on pause for a while and wait for some great games to come out. Also, if you haven't played any games that you've wanted to in a while, do that. Play some old games that you know you enjoy and see if you still like them. That's something else you can do. But again, don't force it, man. Don't force it. Yeah, just hang out with us and watch it for a while and chill. And if you see something I play that enjoys, jump in. If it doesn't, then find something else to enjoy. Yeah. All right, here we go. Save. Crimstone. And there it's open. Beautiful. Let's go down here. Off the beaten path, which he immediately told us not to do. So of course I'm doing it first. Where does this go?